Hi everyone. I hope you can see and hear me okay. I've had a bit of a disaster this morning, as usual. I'm so rubbish when it comes to technology. I hope you're all okay and doing well today. My name's Natalie and I'm from Little Learners in Waltham Forest, East London. And today I'm going to show you how to make salt dough and make some salt dough decorations and creations for Christmas. But before we start all of that, I'm just going to introduce all of our marks to you. So here we have Lionel. He is our soldier mark, and he is made up of straight lines up and down and across. And then we have Archie. Archie is our rainbow mark, and he is made up of arcs, big rainbow arcs. We love Archie. He brightens up all of our days. And then we have Swirlo. Swirlo's my favourite. Don't tell the others, we don't want them to get jealous. Swirlo is our little pot of magic, and she's made up of swirls and circles. And last but not least, we have Ziggy. This is Ziggy. Ziggy is our monster mark, and he is made up of zigzags. At Little Learners, we teach early writing skills and mark making via Messy Play. So when you come to one of our sessions, we will have one of the marks that I've just previously showed you, and we will have one of those marks at every session every week, and that's the mark we focus on while we get messy and play. We do a lot of fine motor activity, a lot of sensory things, and it's really fun coming to our sessions. So I don't know about you, but I'm really excited to put this second lockdown that we're in behind us. Get rid of that. And hopefully, fingers crossed, we'll all be able to start running our sessions again and getting you and your little ones back out, getting messy and learning how to write. So I'm just going to show you a couple of salt dough creations I've made before. This is a little star, and I've just broken the Christmas tree. This is a Christmas tree, and this is a little star. I've not painted the star yet. Just lean forward and show you that in the camera. You see that? It's very easy to make salt dough, and it's something you can do with your little ones. I like to make sure that I do things that I can do with my little one. He's not so little anymore, he's 5, but he likes to get messy and he likes to get creative. So when he found out that I was doing this today, he wasn't very happy that I was doing it while he was at school. So I've promised him that when he gets back from school, I'll save some of the dough for him so he can get involved as well. He wants to make the nutcracker. Don't ask me how we're going to do that. I'll try and figure it out. If you stay tuned on the main LL page and mine, LL Waltham Forest, you'll see how that goes. I'll try and upload something once it's complete. We'll see how it goes. So what you need is a bowl. I've just got an empty bowl here. And we need flour, salt and water. So I've got some flour here. You need about, depends how much you want to make. So I'm going to make a small amount now. So I'm going to use a cup. So I'm going to put a cupful of flour into my bowl. So I'm just going to measure this out here. You can use any flour. I think this is plain flour, just usual cooking flour. Just put that in your bowl. And then to every cup of flour, you need to add half a cup of salt. So I've put 1 cup in there. So then I'm going to use half a cup of salt. I'm just going to measure out here. That's about half. Put that in there. Give it a bit of a mix. This is where the kids come in handy because they'll love to stick their hands in this and get it messy and make it into the dough. And then we just need some water. It says to use a cup, because I've used a cup of flour, to use a cup of water, but I'm going to just add it in slowly because sometimes the recommendation is too much. So just add it in a bit of time and then just give it a bit of a mix. keep mixing, mixing, mixing. It's almost like making any kind of dough or batter or dumplings or anything like that. It's that kind of thing, and kids will love it. Look how sticky it gets. You can tell I'm a messy play fanatic. I'm in my element right now. So when it all forms together, see, that was less than a cup, so I've still got some water left over here. That's why I say add it slowly, because sometimes it's too much and then it'll be too wet. So what you're looking for is just a bit of dough like this. You just knead out and rolled, and if you can see me here, I've got my chopping board here that I'm using. It's a little bit sticky, so I'm going to add a tiny bit more flour. So just dip my hand in some flour and put a bit more on, so it's not too sticky. And that is it. It's as simple as that. This is how you make salt dough. So if you've got tiny little babies, small ones, a nice keepsake you can make with salt dough for your Christmas tree would be their handprint or their footprint. So once you've got your dough like that, just pat it out or give it a roll if you've got rolling pin. Just flour that up. And then you can just take their footprint or their handprint into your shape here, and then you'll have a lovely like keepsake of their foot or their hand, which you can put on their Christmas tree. You could put on the Christmas tree every year going forward. So you'd be able to cut it out. I've got some cookie cutters here because I haven't got a little one with little feet, and you definitely don't want to see my feet. So I've got a heart-shaped one here because in true mum fashion, I don't know where I've put my Christmas cookie cutters. I'm going to have to find them because I've promised that we'll be making Christmas cookies this weekend, so I need to dig them out. But once you've got your shape here, while it's still soft, you can carve in things like that. So you'd be able to, if it's the footprint, you can carve in the child's name and their age, or like my first Christmas or something like that. That's really cute. And because of the year we've had, I feel something like that would be really good to give to grandparents, especially if we're not, I know they say we're opening up, so we might be able to see grandparents, but if we're not allowed to see them for that long or anything like that, they'll have something beautiful that's homemade, handmade, and it's a nice reminder of their grandchildren as well. So you just carve in the name of the child and their age or something like that. And my first Christmas, or you could even write to Nana, to Grandpa, or anybody that you want to give it to. And what you have to remember to do is get a pen or a pencil. I'm going to use a pen lid. Make sure you make a small hole in the top, because once they're dried, we need the hole to put the string through in order to make it hang on our Christmas trees. So once it's done like that, all you do is sorry for the racket there. You just need a baking tray, put some greaseproof paper on, and then you just stick your salt dough creations, whatever you've made, you stick those on your tray, and then they go in the oven for about 2 hours, but on a very, very low heat. So just leave it on the lowest setting. I've got an electric oven. I usually put it on about 120 or something like that, and just leave it for a few hours to cook and harden and solidify. And then once they're out of the oven and cooled, then you can start painting. So that's what I have here with my star that I showed you earlier. Like that. So it's nice and hard and ready for painting. And there you can see there's the hole there. So you just thread some string through, and then that's that. You don't have to only make Christmas decorations. During the first lockdown, me and my little learner, we got very creative making food. So I'll show you some of the food that we made. We've got an apple here. It's painted red. These are some chips. Not finished painting. There's a fried egg. So you literally can make anything you like with salt dough. A hot dog. And there was even a burger. So yep, make play food for your play kitchen, and because it's got the high salt content in it, then it means it acts as a preservative, so it lasts a lot longer, and you can play with it for as long as you like. So I hope you've had fun learning how to make salt dough creations. Please, please, please share anything that you do make with us. You can tag it to Little Learners, the main Little Learners UK page. You can tag it to my page, Little Learners Waltham Forest. I'd love to see what you do. And as I mentioned earlier, my little one wants to make a nutcracker. So today I'm going to have to research what the nutcracker looks like and how we're actually going to make that out of salt dough. And hopefully tomorrow or in a couple of days, I'll be able to show you what that actually looks like. So from me to you guys, thank you for tuning in. Let me just say hello and see if there's any comments here. Hi everyone, Kate's watching. How are you doing, Little Learners North Tyneside? I hope everyone's okay. I hope you're all looking forward to Christmas, even though it's not going to be what we usually expect. We still got to celebrate it somehow. It's been such a, I don't know how to describe it. It's been such a weird year. I feel like we just need to make the most of Christmas, however we can. So I really do hope you have a good one, guys. Take care. Bye.